75 Games. Welcome back to another video of Project 1999 EverQuest. We are waiting for Groy Grimrot. 20 minutes exactly, my butt. That's how long he's supposed to spawn. And as soon as you heard that beep, he was supposed to be up. So I want to be getting XP now, but I also want to get a couple bags. I gave the 35% bags to my alt at Terex. And here is the placeholder for Groy. This is the third time I've gotten a lion, for crying out loud. A lot of fun. Just let my pet do all the work. So I guess this means another 20 minutes of waiting around. Well, what am I doing? Listening to other stuff on YouTube, because there's absolutely nothing else to do. Sometimes, see, I killed the aviac there. There's another aviac that came up, a little egret. So I get my pet to kill that. I'll start the timer again on my phone. Pet's going after the shadow wolf I told it to kill. Let's see, get it to go after this. Yeah, I really want to get to 39. Be able to camp guards at that level. Just that my route to my dots are just not powerful enough. If there's more than one. If there's one guard, I could take him on. If there's two guards, with all the root breaking and the lack of damage, lack of DPS from my dots, it's not worth it. Not worth dying or having to run all the time, and the guard goes back to full health by the time I get back. So no, it's not worth it. So I guess yeah, this is going to be Circus doing a bunch of things. I don't know where he's going to end up, but I've been hanging around South Karana. And I've been hanging around Rathe Mountains, hunting Cynthia, and South Karana. I've been hitting the Vela Nostromo, the Bard, and just soloing while I listen to things on YouTube in the background. Pretty boring, pretty mellow. Terex, I've been grouping with him a lot, and he's a 24 now, so that now that Aviac is dead, I'll just hopefully a nice blue Avocet will spawn. Something that'll give me some experience, because Groy Grimrod, I think he's level 25. I'm 37. I'm not going to get any experience from him. But he drops nice things. It's a good camp. I think I got a lion 5 times in a row, so I mean, that's an hour and 40 minutes of just absolutely nothing. So, but yeah, so I'll wait, and we'll be back when good old Groy pops, and I'll show you what he drops. Here he is. We got to get him right now. He actually does give me a little bit of experience. Dot him up. My pet can take the harm touch. Here he comes after me. Not much that he can do against me, though. He does have a fair amount of hit points for his level, and if you're within range of him, he'll just life suck you, life drain you. Sit back and see. I think a lot of the damage to my pet's from the harm touch. I didn't see, wasn't watching. I was in a rush to get him, and it's the first time he spawned. I think I've been here an hour and 20 minutes, and there's no guarantee he's going to drop anything useful, so, or at least what I'm looking for. That's what camping is all about in classic EverQuest, boys and girls. So it's God, it's annoying. There's just something, somebody's was camping Grimrot, and I think it's a skeleton slash, like, you can placeholders, a skeleton. What is this? Silver ring. Big deal. This ring shadows is worth about 250 plat, but I didn't get my bag, so start the countdown again, and so I can do other things instead of just staring at nothing. Maybe I can start some arguments in OC. I don't know. No, but this person was camping Grimrot. This is Groy. What? Groy Gutblade is his name. Yeah, I'm not camping Grimrot. Grimrot is somebody else here, and this person was saying he was camping for 2 weeks straight, and he ended up getting multi-quest with somebody that felt sorry for him. So, yes, EverQuest in a nutshell, it could go, you can get right away, or it could take days, weeks, depending how much time you can put towards it. But, yeah, so I'll try to come back when Goroy's up again. We'll see what he drops. I must have been hit with his harm touch. Tough little bugger for being level 25. Got him. Okay, another ring. Damn it. Troll parts. Start the clock again. This is actually a bad camp. See if I can't get my bag soon. Now this is Cynthia in Rathe Mountains. Still feel it should be Wraith. Sounds cooler. Rathe Mountains. And she's a really good camp. I think from level 36 to 40. I think I saw some big ogre who's here till 42. And it's best to hit her when she spawns before she's able to buff herself. Now I was able to resist her attack there. She's at 20%. If you can get her before she casts her buffs, then you can take her down in 2 hits with your Winter's Roar. And she's really good for Shaman. It's just almost like it was made, even on the wiki it says it's almost like it was made for Shamans. You send in your pet to absorb her first cast, which is so I wait for her to cast her, because she's a wizard, mind you, so she does a lot of DPS. This is why it makes sense to be a shaman or somebody who has a pet. I think magicians would probably do well here as well, and necros possibly. I'm not sure if necros have DDs though, so as a shaman I'm using my Winter's Roar to take her down. 2-3 hits, she's done. 2 without the buffs, and my pet takes the first attack or 2 from her DDs, from her direct damage spells, and yeah, then she goes down. She spawns every 6.5 minutes of time direct, so, and she's very good. It's not like a really active camp, but you also have the option to hit the giant skeletons because they're just around here. I'm still seeing light blues at level 37, and I'm getting about I think it's just over 1% experience every time I kill her. If I go and grab a blue or 2 between kills of Cynthia, then I can make experience go faster. And there's the occasional Cyclops, who's deep blue, who runs around here, but he has a lot of health, that guy, and he's also quite magic resistant if you're because I was trying to take him on. I was here when I was like 32, and he was a real pain. I think he's around level 30. Cynthia is with the gypsies, but she has no faction, so you can kill her and not lose any faction. The other gypsies will not attack. I think it's called the beta neutral faction. So that's another good thing to do for shamans. Level 36. Probably by the time you hit 42, she's no good anymore. But I think around 39, 40, you could move. If you can get a camp with a couple guards, if you're going to solo, probably a better place. But Cynthia is not bad if you have nothing. And she also drops up to a plat or 2 every time you kill her. 15 gold, 9 silver. Quite often I get 1 or 2 plat from looting her. And you also have the added benefit of being able to sell everything right to the gypsies here, who you will always be neutral with no matter what race or class you are. So that's what I've been doing lately to level up Sarkis. I think I did her from 36 to 37. And a lot of the XP in 37 is also from her as well. So, let's see, there's a giant skeleton that's green, so I wouldn't bother with that. There's the light blues that are still wandering around. If you're 36, you might get the occasional dark blues still. But yeah, so I'm going to move on with the video here. I'm not sure where I'm going to go next, but I'll figure it out. Alright, I made it out to the Overthere. And here I am, right there. And I'm in a full group, and it's not bad experience at this level. Hit 38. What's going on? Oh, you enchanters and your pets. Always, always, always. Always turning on you. Go get them. So we've got 2 shaman in the group. I like to sew my pet so it looks like it's a rocket going after the whatever the tank is pulling. And yeah, made it 38. I spent another, what, hour and a half on taking Cynthia down. I get a little bored of static spawns if, I mean, because Cynthia spawns every 6.5 minutes, so, I mean, I only really need 3.5 on average to recover from the fight. Sometimes the fight goes so well, I mean, 2 uses of my was it Winter's Roar DD, and that is done. My pet's hardly touched, and yeah, so. But I would use that time to go after the light blue skeletons, but quite often I would get attacked by 2, because rarely was there people. You know, that's the funny thing. I don't know. Maybe I just had bad luck, but it seems whatever I'm trying to camp, there's always other people there camping, because there's my pet goes. Yeah, the skeletons, like, it was like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, I was out there when they were still deep blue on me, and I was level 32, 33, 34, and it was a great place to get experience. You can sell everything to the gypsies right there, just like with Cynthia, because they're all close by. So, but there's all these other people hunting, and there was that one group, I think I may have mentioned before, that was basically taking them all, and it was hard for me. Losing my Spear of the Wolf, lost my regen. Yeah, hard for me to get experience, and then when I'm not camping, I'm camping Cynthia. It's like every second time I go to Cynthia, there's somebody camping Cynthia, and there's absolutely no one camping the giant skeletons. That's just the way it goes, I guess. Oops. Seriously, I'm buffing my pet. I was doing this earlier. Yeah. Buffing my pet with the buffs that are supposed to go to me. What? Do you want to split off Trank? Sure, doesn't matter. I don't know what that means. Tranquilizer Dart is our monk puller. Now I'm gonna have to wait. Do this. Assist Trank will. How do you spell his name? Tranquilizer. So now I just press 2 and it automatically goes to him. It should. It's not doing it. Nope. Maybe I misspelled his name. Assist Tranquil. It looks correct to me. I don't know. Well, he's F4, so I guess I'll just have to hit that. Hello, pet. Always come right back. I can't wait till I get 39 new regen. This is the highest I've ever. This is actually my second highest ever character in EverQuest. I'm counting Classic, where I got up to level 48. I think my second highest back then was level 35. And kill. Oh, he already killed it. Killed it pretty fast. There's another Sarnak there. Yeah, so and I had a Shaman in Classic. I think I got him to 32, 33, and that was it. But getting 39 is kind of exciting. New dot, new regen, like your new poison dot, so does a lot of damage. So with both my dots together, I'm hitting for about 51 a tick. And I think that the dot, like the poison dot I have is 27 now. I think it goes up to, like, is it 30 or 40? So I might make in the 70s for damage around then. Possibly closer to 80. I'm not sure how much it is per tick. Might be like 45, I don't know. Yeah, these guys are dying fast. This is actually not bad experience, and there's always spawns. There's another spawn right there. There's always... It's kind of dangerous if it's just you're trying to solo, which I don't really do. Maybe not at this level dangerous anymore. I know a few levels ago I tried to come out and solo here, and the mobs are really tough. Like, if they get on you, they'll hit hard, and a lot of them do resist. So I think it's just safer to have a group, at least have a tank to take all the damage. As like I did the video a while back, I had a Shadow Knight. I think he was like level 40 or something, 42 possibly. He was out here tanking for me. I guess I could loot. I've only looted one guy. Been in this group for a while now. Wow. No, these cactuses had so much. That's good. Yeah, compared to what I was looting, like Cynthia would... Oh, that's not bad. 19 gold's not bad. Cynthia would drop several plat, and even the giant skeletons would drop a lot of money. So I came back with 330 plat, and I think I started out, was it 60% of my level I was out there? Or no, I think I had just started level 37, that's right. Yeah, I got my new pet upgrade, and I believe it's around 30, 31, 32 for the pet level. This one currently is about level 25, 26. Give Tranquilizer a heal. So he started with Shaman buffs. Doesn't really need... Well, I can use another heal. These tigers are really tough. I don't want one to get on me. Wow. Oh, bugger. Velo's almost hit. Oh, my God. That's my fault. Cut it so close. Damn it. Sorry about that, Velo. When I saw it, he was at 8%. Yeah, he's cannibalizing a lot, so I don't know. I've seen... Yeah, we also have another druid in the group, so I'm not the only... There's 3 healers. 35, I think Velo is 35. Velo... I'm not sure. He's blue to me, so... And we have... What's Hippie Fairy? He's blue, so... Who Hippie... 32 druid, okay. And we have an enchanter. Do we have 2 enchanters? Celerity? I don't know. So when I got a sec, let's hit on Celerity. I'm not the only one, so 3 of us got it. He's out of range. Kill this cockatrice. Yeah, it's a fun place. I haven't really used this place too much. I think it's kind of the same way back in Classic. I came out here occasionally to get experience. I would solo. You can solo as a Shadow Knight. You're a little tougher. I just remember, like, the cactus would get on you. This is like 4 or 5 levels ago as Circus, and I'd really be beat up. There's a couple, once or twice, that just from 10 kills, like, I almost died. So I'm like, oh god. I think I had a pet too, so I might have just hit 34. So yeah, it was a little dangerous. But yeah, Shadow Knights can do it. It's just that the recovery is so long. It's probably not worth it. That's why. I don't know. I don't know, guys, because, like, it wasn't the same game when I was playing. Like, you wouldn't have these guys here. We would have been killing them back with my original Shadow Knight Circus back in Classic because I was on the team server. So it actually, I think in some ways it hurt the game because you're not, like, if you're not part of healing hippie fairy, if you're not part of a good guild that has a lot of healers, or and if you're unlucky, like I was quite often, because the clerics are so rare, and shaman weren't so rare, but really you needed a healer. If you didn't have a healer for the group, you just couldn't do it. And quite often you'd find that I don't know, maybe because it was a team server, healers were more rare. I'm not sure. Shamans are, I don't know how good they were in fighting PvP, because everyone based everything on the team server about how good you were in PvP. And I know, like, literally Shadow Knights were always touted as one of the toughest classes, and I think the consensus was that druids were annoying, but I just found them, like, just insanely, like, when the enemy druid is around, like, well, all druids are enemy because there's no darky druids. When there was a druid around within my level range that could hit me, that's massive danger level, because snare, because they have sow, and they have just deadly dots, and they can heal themselves. So PvP wise, druids are probably about the toughest out there. And I've said this many times before, it's just yeah, I think a lot of people would base what class that they would play, unless they're with a good group of people, because I really don't remember there being too many healers around on the server. I'm sure that there's but not for the darkies, and that's what counted, because we were basically on our own. And that was not a enforced rule. That was just what players kind of did, because, you know, there's 4 groups. Why did the erudites, humans, and barbarians kind of, you know, I mean, why did the human group, the elven group, and the, I don't know, short people group all band together against the darkies for the most part, until the server got screwed up with the panda guilds? But my point is, like, there was no rule to enforce it. It's just that they kind of worked together. And the darkies, the 4 races of the darkies, were the ones that were singled out for the most part to be alone. The only real time that you did see darkies with other lighties was high level guys, and they were, you know, like the panda guilds, which black, white, you know what I mean, mixing together. And it wasn't an answer to the server, but truth be told, guys, like, on a server that's really split up like that, where darkies cannot group with lighties, you wouldn't be able to go to so much of the game would be, like, I don't know, I mean, you see an enemy group, it's all kill or be killed. So how do you go to dungeons? Like, how do you go to Karna's castle? Like, I just don't know. I know that dungeons were basically separated into whatever group can control them, and for the most part the lighties controlled most of the server. So I mean, it just made it all very difficult to begin with. So if you think about the concept, if I had continued and gone all the way to level 60 in Classic on the team server, I think I may have been, I mean, I know I was frustrated with, you know, typical guilds monopolizing raid groups into the plains and stuff like that, and dragons and whatever. But I think I would have been frustrated by the lack of access that I would have had in the late game, because I was already getting there. Like I said, there was a dungeon in I haven't looked in the map of Emerald Jungle. I haven't even really gone in there to experience get XP. I think you can start doing that in possibly your mid 30s, but I'm kind of just pulling that out of my butt because I haven't looked. I know in your 40s you can. I've gone in there in my 40s groups back in Classic. I remember we were hunting tigers and whatnot out there. But there was that dungeon in Emerald Jungle that the darkies were kicked out of, and it became a permanent thing. When I first hit like late 30s or early 40s, whatever level it was, when I started going to that dungeon, it was a great place to be. Good experience, good loot. But we were hit literally from behind. It was once in a while, and like, oh, okay, this makes it fun. But every day I would log in the game to play, right? heal. And every day we would be raided by lighties that outnumbered us, because they'd come in with a couple groups as opposed to maybe a group and a half of us, and they were usually higher level, and they had their crap together, and they would take us by surprise. Yeah, and you would always be searching like slash, like who's in the zone. It would just be something you would do every minute or two, because you needed to know who's entering the darn zone. And so when you see a lighty name, because I think just about everyone was anonymous, but when you see a new name and you didn't know it, that's or you did know it and it was a lady, then it's, or it could be attached to a guild name as well. Yeah, you got a little not so much stressed. You got, no, it was stressed and paranoid. You really had to watch what was going on. Because, like, good luck getting your damn corpse back if you're deep in the, or not even deep, if you're just inside and they're camping that way. How do you get your corpse back, you know? There was a lot of painful moments with that. I think the only answer to that would, and I'm not saying instancing, you don't have to instance the game. I think you'd have to have designated areas for each side, like say for the Horde and the Alliance in World of Warcraft, or for the newer game, the Elder Scrolls Online, how each of the three factions has their whole areas to, I mean, I'm just talking PvE, to get experience in, and then there's the great big area in the middle of the entire landmass for everyone to go PvP. But I think it was just something that was thrown in just to kind of, you know, make people happy, and I think it's a really neat idea, but I just don't think it's as that practical to have a team server just with the way things are in classic EQ. I just don't really think it would work too well, because then it comes down to who has the most power, right, to own and control the areas. And the average player won't have control over that. It's just something that they would have to live with. And you wouldn't be able to get all the gear you want. You wouldn't be able to go to the best places for your level. Yeah, it's just something you'd have to deal with and kind of suck it up. And then I'd have envy for the blue servers after a while, when seeing, I guess, a bunch of ladies that wander around with the best gear in the game, because your side can't do it. So I think it's a great idea. I just don't think the team servers are that practical. And I can't really blame people at especially at the high levels, for making panda guilds, but it's not, I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose of going to the team server. So yeah, that's my rant about that. But on the same level, it is really cool. I'm not saying the ladies didn't fight themselves. I think the lower levels would always go and skirmish. I remember having a what did I have? A dwarven cleric. I was wandering around and just to experiment, and got him up to like level 8, 10, and I think PvP starts at level 6 back when I was playing, and I just remember this elf. There always seemed to be some guy who wanted to come in and fight. So there was this elf, something or other, I don't know what class, probably a bard. And I always blame the bards. He was fighting me. And this is the thing, he initiated it, right? So most people want to get together with the other, like the light races want to get together with the other light races, for the most part. But if you zone into a zone and you see a dwarf fighting an elf and you're an elf, you're going to think, okay, well, I got to support my side, right? So I had a bunch of people gang up on me and kill me. And the elf bard would keep coming around and looking for, I mean, that's perfectly legal as long as he's not doing anything to try to get away from PvP that, you know, like an exploit. So yeah, so it gets a little funny that way. Could be frustrating, yeah, because you're just out getting experience and you have some guy that's, you know, people assume is supposed to be on your side, but he starts attacking you. And I remember I might have been the same character, and I was younger. I might have been below level 6, and there was this like a dwarven warrior, and he was coming back from unrest. He's probably early 20s or late teens, whatever he was, and he was so encumbered, like he moved really slow, like walking speed, and there was an elf that was a few levels lower than him wandering around, and I just had a feeling he was going to hit him. He's going to start attacking, and I said to him, "You got to watch. You got to watch it. That guy's probably going to attack you." And he's like, "What? No, he won't attack me. I'll kick his butt or something like that." But you know, your AC goes down, right? Because you lose if you're that slow. What do you lose? Lose your agility, so it does bring your defenses down. I think he actually ended up killing the dwarf. It took a long while, and I healed. I think I wasn't. Yeah, I was below level 6. Didn't have meditate. Healed him as much as possible, but he eventually got him. Took him down. Kind of a sad moment, but it's just the way that it was, and I need regen on myself. I think what I do is I automatically hit F1 to target myself, and if I'm already targeting myself, my pet gets the buff, so that's why I'm buffing my pet a lot. Unnecessarily. I need to get this saber-toothed tiger. Can I have a sow, please, Korea? Yeah, this is what happens. When I talk too much, I don't really pay attention to the chat. Okay, so I gave her so nobody else did. Trank. So I think the Skyfire... Is it Skyfire? It's just over there somewhere. I'm kind of between Frontier Mountains and Skyfire. Apparently it's a zone. I didn't know that. I'd forgotten that you can zone at the back of the Skyfire temple. What's going on with this? Not bad experience. I think I started about 5 minutes, 10 minutes after, or before I started the video here with this group, and I was 0 coming in. So not bad experience. Almost a full bar already, almost 14%, 20% for per bar. Want to sell sacrificial dagger. So I didn't get any bags from Groy, that troll Shadow Knight, but I did get 3 rings, and I want to sell the rings, and I had a buyer, but he said his mule is in East Commons, and thought it was odd that, oh, so I didn't need to do that. He thought it was odd that I didn't have a mule, so he said that everyone should make one if I'm serious about playing Project 99. I don't actually remember ever hearing anybody say that before, so I don't know, maybe it's his thing, or maybe it's what people with a lot of money do. I don't know. It's not a bad idea having like a human raise up to level 5. I'm not sure why he said, oh, probably so you can get back and forth without dying to decaying skeletons from Freeport to the tunnel. Excuse me. That is not my pet. I thought I set my pet in. Yeah, my head's a little veggie at the moment, so it doesn't... You don't level too much, though, if you think about it. And that's due to mostly the percentage. Like when you're doing like one of the bard 6-minute bard diet, or even Cynthia, who's 6.5 minutes, because if you're getting 1% or just a little bit more than 1% per kill, adding that up per hour, I mean, that's less than 10 per hour. So you're looking at like 10 hours just trying to get the next level. It's what ring? That ring is 250 pp, and I've just been carrying it around. Lafala, what ring? Oh, where did that come from? Come from Groy, the very miserable looking troll shadow knight in South Karana. He is miserable. It's the first thing I thought when I saw him like a month or so back. I'm like, holy crap, he does look miserable. Yeah, those spiked succulents, kind of nasty. Everything out here, I just noticed everything starts hitting extra hard in your 30s, or in their 30s. Croy in South Karana. So yeah, if I was going to upgrade anything in Sarkis, I think maybe his earring just still has the +3 wisdom. And Forest Loop is good, but the only thing I really use is wisdom, so I could do better that way too. I'm saving up my money. I think I have... Well, I just bought all my 39 spells, so I have about 1,400 plus plat. Well, Trank's got a... I've been here a while now. I know his regen would have gone. Just give him up. I'll regen myself, so we're on the same timer. Korea, are you hasting Trank? She should be. Oh. Laugh out loud. Sorry, casters all look the same to me. Celerity is enchanter. Yeah, she also had a Stein, so... Where is she? There she is. Yeah, she looks like an enchanter. And I need to eat dinner. I am hungry. I've been out a lot during the day and just came back and wanted to get this video finished now that I hit 38 this morning before I left. So yeah, I want to get 39. I plan to go Camp Graknus the Destroyer, get the glove. Probably toss a heal on Trank. Get the Ixar glove, give him to Terex before he gets his glove. His I figure I can actually, like his Dreadscale glove, figure I can probably do a couple of the class quests now at level 24, but I'm gonna wait. Like some of them require like a Kunark Rhino, and I was passing some blue ones. I think it was Kunark Rhino. But yeah, there's things that I've been killing in groups already. Celerity needs to get healed. Yeah, it's nice to have constant mana. Is it Clarity now? I guess, yeah, I have to get used to getting Clarity. I'm so used to Breeze. I'm like... But since I have so much mana, I think... No, I'm not going to slow this one. I will slow the Tigers when they come because they're tough and usually beat up Trank. So I'll have to keep that in mind if I'm not talking too much. AFK 1 minute. Okay. No polls for minute. Yeah, I pass the time chatting on other websites, gaming websites, checking out my channel, responding to people, or reading things online when I'm camping, solo camping. And you know, sometimes I'll need the time to do it between kills, because if I'm looking after my son or whatever, just gives me a chance. One thing I don't want to repeat is doing what I had to. What's going on? Phalo, celerity. I don't want to have to try to sell another one of those frickin' invisible animal rings, whatever, that Gazugi goblin rings. Oh man, that thing's a curse. No one wants to buy it, yet it's said to be worth almost 8K. There's tons of people well, not tons of people, there's usually someone camping it out in Lakeaville, Ullman. And I literally spent, what did I say, like 12 hours? I would be at the computer. I'd have a timer on my phone going every 3 minutes in order to auction it. Yeah. And this went on for like 12 hours. I never ever want to go through that again. But you know why I was doing it? I got an absolutely awesome weapon for Terex. So yeah, I don't know if I did say this in one of my videos, if I got the what I did with that. I don't think I did. But I was able to trade it. I might have. Sorry guys, I'm 38. Too much going on in life. Brain is forgetting stuff. Yeah. I guess when you hit 40, you start to forget things. I'm coming up to that. But yeah, I bought the weapon I've always wanted since I came back for a Shadow Knight. It is not the best weapon in the game, of course. No, I need how much plat? What I need for that? I traded. It's worth 5 plat. It's the it's for Shadow Knights only. God, what is it called? I can't believe I forgot what it's called. No, oh, the Noctivant. Not Noctivagant blade. Bit of a mouthful. Noctivagant. Yeah. So it's like I sold my Mithril two-hander. Then I was really into it. I had to get that sword. That's another thing that kind of kept me tied. I sold the Mithril two-hander for 800 plat, and I was dead set on selling the ring so I can buy the Noctivagant blade. 10 hours later, I was able to find some guy who was willing to trade his Noctivagant blade for the Goblin Gazugi ring. On paper, or I guess you could say on Wiki, he made almost 2K worth, but there's a lot of people that are wanting to sell it for 6K, 6.5K, because people just aren't buying it anymore. So it wasn't reflected in the Wiki. See ya. Lost. Damn it. We lost our enchanter. Did he? I don't know if we refreshed it 24 minutes on clarity. Oh well. It's not like I need mana that much anyways. I'm a shaman. Kind of half have clarity anyways with my cannibalize and regen. Okay, so let's slow this bugger down. Since I'm not really doing anything. Yeah, that's a really good taunt, by the way. I love it when I go to cannibalize and the mob's on me. I'm kind of helping out the mob by hurting myself. Yeah, the Noctivant blade does more damage per second than the two-hander, and it's only a one-handed weapon. So I used that old Mistmore Crested Shield. I used to have that back in Classic for my Shadow Knight. A bit of deja vu. But he has a lot of money. He's almost, what does he have? 1,800, 1,700 plat for level 24? And I don't even know how he got that much money, but he does. So my goal now is to save up for the Acrimonious Shield for Terex. So between those and the class armor, coming at around level 30, well, I shouldn't say that because there's a few things that are couple of items are very difficult to get for the class armor. I don't know if I'll have to wait till 40, or I might be able to get Circus to help him out a bit. But we'll see how that goes. It'll be a bit of effort. Circus is pretty well geared for his level, I believe. And hey guys, need to run to Field of Bone, pick up a chest piece. May I go for it? Okay. We'll just wait here. Who has lead? Please transfer to someone here. Why would I have lead? Okay, if I have lead, let's auction. Group looking for tank. What, say 32, 42? Between SF and FM. I bet you I'm the highest level person here, so okay. Shaman pulls. Shaman does not have any. Oops, did not mean to do that. Thinking. Yeah, spiked succulents are tougher than they look. They look like they're cactuses, but... well, they are. But they're not... uh-oh, where the heck did that guy come from? Okay, I gotta root him. The root spell is worn off yet. What? Oh, somebody else probably rooted it, and it covered mine. Yeah, we need a tank. Frontier Mountain Ledge. Looking for one more DPS. Well, I should maybe taggers them all. Oh, crap. And maybe I should get one of my dots off when I get the chance. Yeah. Well, maybe I should just use Winter's Roar. I don't know what the other shaman is using. I don't want to counteract his. Well, there's lots of things to pull out here. Let's grab this spiked succulent. Pull him with taggers. Get my pet on him because taggers will pull him. I don't have an incoming thing because I'm not used to pulling as a shaman for a group. I hope that's not my pet running over there. I can see it happening. Oh, who's this? Big troll. Rensky. Root this guy. Whoa. Cock coming up. No thanks. Where is this? Oh, he might be... no, he wouldn't be snaring. I'm sorry, but snaring just does not work with dots, guys. Just doesn't work. You only do 2/3 the damage per tick now when something is moving. So, root rotting, root dotting, whatever you want to call it. It's the only way to really use dots. I'm gonna taggers this guy. There. Now he will thoroughly be on my butt right when I'm cannibalizing. Always a good plan. What? Mage pet could tank, maybe? I thought she said she's a wizard. Who is the mage? And I have no regen on myself. Gnomezilla? Oh, okay. Gnomezilla. To join your pet will have to tank. And I spelled his name wrong. There we go. Velo. Somebody's out of mana. Korea. I'll loot this rhino. Gold ring, and that's the rhino hoof, which I needed for some part of my scaled mystic. Just sit. Don't need to cannibalize anymore. Yeah, what? Why did Tranquilizer have to go out to field a bone? Pick up a chess piece. Oh. Well, if he needs to do it, he needs to do it. I guess we're waiting. The wizard's out of mana. Sorry, just got a group. Okay. Alright. Good hunting. I can't see down now. Oh. There we go. Yeah, the Atramona's Shield, the Noctivent Blade, Noctigavant. What's the other? Yeah, so his Dreadskill armor. With all of that, that should do me to the end. Maybe not the end of the game, but that will do me probably to my 50s. And so at that point, be looking for whatever, I guess, the best stuff that a Shadow Knight can have. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll have to look it up. And let's taggers this guy. Send in the pet. So yeah, it's a lot of fun now, especially I can bash again with Terex, instead of just having a two-hander. Got him to 24, so he's using his level 22 spells, and can't wait to get him up to level 30 where he gets Feign Death. And that really cuts down on the amount of deaths you have. Though, like I said, guys, you can run away from mobs just if they're just meleeing you. I actually tested this, not on purpose. I had it tested out that running like this will not work on casters. A shaman actually nuked me to death. So, no, it doesn't work against people casting spells, but it sure as heck works against... I need to do that. It sure as heck works against melee on you. Mobs meleeing you. And there's another tiger. Where are you? Pull with taggers. And my pet. My pet can go attack it. Yeah, I know how to pull, so if they really need me to pull, I guess no problem there. Root, root, root. Yeah, and I have all my new spells waiting for me. Where are they? Right here. 11 of them. There's actually 13 14 with the next expansion, but 13 for 39. One of them is the Cannibalized 2, which I do want to make a video of, but it looks quite involved. I don't have any buddies. I'm buddyless, basically. I've had a few people offer to help me, but basically I don't really see anybody online anymore. I haven't... Oh, here. This is that guy, Wanderling, that he's actually leveled above me, which is crazy. He was the guy I was talking about a while back, about how we were in South Karana, and he I've got the whole zone to go against him, and he was acting like a bit of a goofball. But I think it's his personality, because I met up with him with Tekin. He was in Kelethin, and yeah, that's just, he's a goofy guy. Maybe he's fun to be around, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even know why I friended him. But I just don't really see many people I know on, and I'm guildless, so I don't really have a home at the moment. I had an offer for Terex to join... Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, I have it written down. I have the address written down. Is it the Elite? I think it may be the Elite. Talking to the guild leader. He seems alright. My problem is, though, that... Oh, this one's even. Well... Let's get this rhino. Yeah, there's lots to pull here. This is actually a great spot. Sick 'em, sick 'em, sick 'em. Where are we? Over here. The problem is I'm on sporadically. So, I'm not like half the players where they're in every day. Oops, got a root. Yes, I don't know what it is with druids, but you cannot snare for the group, because it's going to keep on moving and attacking. So if there's no tank, it needs to be rooted. I was in groups before, and druids are always saying, we need to snare. Well, dots don't work, so DDs for a shaman are way less efficient. And I didn't have a pet at the time. This is back in my 20s in South Karana. Knab. I'm gonna make him faster. Did not take hold. Hit my freaking rhino. Should probably give my pet strength. Okay, raging strength. Well, I see rhinos and I see a tiger. Tigress. Yeah, it's funny. Of course, it's planned that way, but you always notice right before the next level that your pet's not helping as much as it used to when you first got it. There we go, Goblin and Kazugi ring. Those things are evil. Now they're selling it for 6K, and it's funny. I hope it's not the same person, but I think it was a female name before. But somebody was auctioning for 6K, and I was like, "Don't sell yourself short. It's almost 8K on the wiki." And if somebody really wants to buy, or then she said, "Well, that's what people are selling it for." And I said, "Well, it's not listed like that in the wiki, and if people really want to buy it, they'll spend the whole amount." But I was actually purposely kind of talking like an idiot because I had spent so much time trying to sell the damn thing. Okay, let's try to sell that. My 3 rings, which are worth 750 plat. There we go. I also got, and I don't know, I've said this before, I've got the what do you call that? Ixar Berserker Club. I sold it for 400 plat as well. And yeah, just things you can do to make money in the game. I don't particularly like camping Groy. It's an extremely boring camp. 20 minutes between spawn. And I was talking to people in my old guild, Supremacy, about leaving the area because I don't know. It might have been somebody on my channel that said that there's hardly anybody comes and contested it there. Sorry, it's not a very camped place, but it is and isn't. Every time I go there, there's at least one person that comes by. And I had some guy, it was actually kind of creepy. He was literally there for an hour. I'm not joking. Standing next to me, never said anything. Like, see how close the tiger is? That's how close he was. While I was camping Roy yesterday. And I sent a tell to him. I said, wouldn't it just be easier to send a tell to the person camping the spawn you want? Never responded. And then he just logged out. There for a whole hour. I need to AFK bio. Oh, man. Yeah, this is not when groups really function very well, when everyone's AFKing and taking off. Tranquilizer is on his way back. Yeah, this succulent will love me for slowing it. Root, please work. Resisted. Yeah, I used to get that a lot. There. And I'm covering up my view. Good. See you soon. We need Trank back. And Kanab is not doing a bad job. I guess when you use a slow spell, because I don't usually use it. It's just because I use my root and I pull my pet back when it gets too injured. I'm not really, unless I'm in a group. That's about the only time I ever use slow spells. And I get a new slow spell next level, so... Oh, there's lots down there. Let's get this Berserker. Sarnak. Here's a whip. I don't know if you can hear my son upstairs. He's got his 10-year-old cousin over, and he's 3, so yeah. They are making a bit of a ruckus. There's times on my videos where I hear my son. Of course, I have the ear for it because I'm the father. You guys may not hear it. But in a game like EverQuest, where there's no in-game sound, really, for most places, you'll tend to hear stuff that's going on around the person making the video more often. So yeah, I've got a bunch of videos to make. I've got Cannibalized 2, long quest. It might take me a while to get that done. I might wait till I'm 40, I'm not sure. There's some very dangerous areas like Draconon's Teeth. I used to go there with the original Sarkis Shadow Knight, who was a Shadow Knight. Used to go back there in Classic. And I think we were hunting... I want to say velociraptors, but they were some kind of raptors. And I know there's some mob I need that off an iceberg in Timoris Deep that's like level 40 plus? Sure. And let's tag ours before my pet dies. Yawns, let's throw Winter's Roar. Yeah, my little light blue pet's doing well against these blues, and I really think it has everything to do with the slow spell I'm putting on them. But, you know, I mean, especially in your late 30s before 39, your pet's not as useful. If I was relying on pet power, and I think that there is some spells to buff up your pet other than the typical, like there's a pet only buff. I'm not sure when you get that, or it may be a Velius only thing. One thing I don't know if many people know this, if you go through the shaman spell list, in Velius there's a spell to turn yourself as a shaman into a bear. Bear power. And bear form gives you, I think it's increased mana regen. Red cockatrice feather. Yeah, I saw that. And that's kind of neat. It's in the 50s, I think. Oops, I moved. Darn it. Oops. Wrong spell. Come on, come on. There we go. Now it wants me. Well, he's got it. He's snaring it. Well, I don't... Like, I have to keep moving the whole time then. I don't know how good that is. Oh, ouch. Winter's Roar, I guess. Good thing that shamans are versatile. Well, okay, see... I didn't know. Maybe they have fear animal. Okay, so that's not a bad plan. If you can fear animal, it's not bad. It's just... I mean, I've had so many druids that they don't fear the animal, and then they just, I guess, I don't know when they get the spell, but in the 20s, and it's always following somebody. Yeah, I kind of want a med, and dots are useless, so I don't know. If he wants to do fear, that's awesome, that's good. I think that's something I'll have to do with Terex. I was doing that a few times. I was grouped with somebody I think may watch my videos. I don't know. His character's name is Vlastro. Vlastro with it, like Vlasic. That is a type of pickle over here in North America. Don't know if it's everywhere. Got to remember that a lot of people in Europe watch my videos too, and all around the world. I mean, I have subscribers in the most unlikely places. I had one from Afghanistan. But who knows? I mean, who knows what that... what's I gonna say? Could have been servicemen over there. I don't know. Let's grab this thorny succulent. Back. Can you have a new sow? Attack. Attack Kanab. Oh, my clarity's going. Ah, crap. I won't be able to be very good puller or do what I'm doing without a tank. I'm surprised that I don't get more Canadians watching. I think about a third of my channel are, or more. Number one, of course, is USA for watchers. I think then it's the UK, but I think a lot of people aren't subscribed to me because I only have 2 people listed as subscribed from the UK, and I can't imagine 2 people being just watching my channel. And give me all those views. So I think there's a lot more people from the UK than are subscribed. And Canada, I think, is 3rd place. That's where I'm from, of course. And then, I don't know, I mean, Spain pops up. I get the occasional Scandinavian, like Norway and Sweden. Germany a little bit. I've had a few people from Russia, so, but I passed the 100 subscriber mark for the first time. It was a few weeks ago. Nice to see that. Can I get a new sew, please? Did I sew her? I don't know if I did. I got noise I'm hearing upstairs, and trying to listen to see if there's a problem. Oops, ouch. As my son, it's a little hyper. Let's just kill this thing. Oh, somebody nuked it. Probably shouldn't have finished that nuke then. My pet would have gotten it, but oh well. Tranquilizer. Hopefully he still has sow. I probably should have sowed him before he left, but talking so much. Heal pet. Still have yeah, he's a human, right? So yeah, I guess he's got it further to go. You can't just go through Cablis. So from here, I mean, you can take Frontier Mountains, and that will come up in Lake of Ill Omen, and Lake of Ill Omen goes to oh, what is it? The Swamps of No Hope, and from Swamps of No Hope you can go to Field of Bone. That's a bit of a detour. Gone way longer than he thought. Yeah, he still is. So okay, be right back. What's an RQ? Need a bowl of cereal. Oh, require. Bring me some. I need dinner, so I can't keep making this video all night. But what's my experience at? 20, almost a quarter of a level, so too far away. Yeah, it's funny, all this, me talking about the team servers. Oh, it resisted. I'm gonna bring it back, then root it, and then throw on Taggers and Sex again. Oh, for crying out loud. Please, yes. We need her DPS. Everyone's saying that they need to go. We don't have a... Stop AFKing, people. We don't have a tank. I could probably kill this thing on my own, but then I won't have much mana. There we go. Oh, resisted again, you bitch. No, actually I would prefer we don't get Bismal. 34 Cleric. I will heal. And he killed my pet. You bastard. Well, it's going to come after me because I taggers it. Resisted root. Yeah, this is what I remember. Back at level 34. Oops, not taggers. Winter's Roar. I was gonna say... I'll say when this thing's dead. So I won't be able to think coherently. I think Velo's AFK. Frickin' Hippie Fairy's AFK. And it's just me and the wizard. One more. And I've got to conjure my pet back and buff him. Stupid bloody thing. Cockatry speak. You can use that with fletching. Okay, so I was going to say, yeah, I remember one of my favorite games for PvP. Be right back, won't take long at all. So I'm alone, I'm just going to med. I'm alone with a group of 5 people. Warhammer Online. Yeah, it was great fun, and the Elder Scrolls Online is kind of carrying on with the PvP, and a lot of the people who played in the beta just say it's a fantastic game with the stories and how fun it is, and it looks good too. I know some people are complaining about the look, but I mean, maybe that's the way it was a while ago, a month or two back, but from what I see, I mean, everything seems to look pretty good. I haven't played it myself. I would love to. I don't have the time. I'd have to give up this game to do that, and it's just not something I want to do for the moment. So maybe in the future, if EverQuest next bombs, I'll switch over to The Elder Scrolls Online, but that's a while from now. Hey, I do not want this cleric. What am I? What am I supposed to do? Just nuke that, I guess. Go away, cleric. We have enough heals here. If I can target him. There. Hail Bismal. Funny. Cleric around when you don't need him. Why am I healed up? I think somebody healed me. So, yeah, so Warhammer Online. Great game for PvP. And back in the day, I'm pretty sure Elder Scrolls Online is probably got a lot of their ideas from there. Maybe even some people transferred over to that company. I don't know who it is. It's because it's not Bethesda. Is it ZeniMax or something that did Elder Scrolls Online for Bethesda? Bethesda, yeah. And yeah, so in Warhammer Online, I just remember getting a conversation. I got pretty high up, 69 realm rank. Of course, that was when it was only at 80. Went up to 100 by the time I left, a month or two before I left, and it got a little insane, the power that you can have at that level compared to somebody just coming into the game. I didn't appreciate the one-shot nuke / dots that the Bright Wizards could land on you. Which is just crazy. You're dead in 3 ticks. Unless you notice it and heal yourself somehow or somebody heals you. But, yeah. That was a little crazy. I think that should have been balanced a bit better. But, yeah, overall, I think the game for its time came out in 2008. I think I stopped playing it in 2011 when my son was about to be born. Yeah. Good game. Played it for about a year. Yeah, a year in total. Maybe 2 years in total, but I stopped playing for about 10 months in the middle. Good game, but got in a conversation with somebody about difficulty of the game. They're like, oh, this game is not difficult. There's nothing hard about it. And I assumed that he was referring to PvE at the time, which, if that's the case, then PvE is basically the same with all MMOs. EverQuest Next hopes to change that up a bit, PvE. But, yeah, so, I mean, we just lost somebody. Hippie Fairy's gone like dead. But, no, the MMOs are not difficult when you're fighting mobs. They can be stressful if you're resisted or if you get an ad or things like that. But generally that doesn't happen in the newer games, newer MMOs. That's more of an EverQuest thing. I would say this game is hard. I would say this game is challenging. There's a lot of randomness to the game, which makes it challenging. And the mobs are, at your level, they are more difficult one-on-one than, like, their stats reflect that they're stronger. And that's just the way the progression goes in this game. But I'm not referring, of course he wasn't referring to this game, he was referring to Warhammer Online. So PvE, well, you know, some of the dungeons that I rated can be frustrating if things are not done exactly right. You have to get it down. It was very much like a dungeon in, say, World of Warcraft. And Vela's back. So it's just me and him right now. I need to get my pet. But when it comes to PvP, I wouldn't say that that's easy, because there's so much. When you're fighting against another player, you cannot you expect things to go in a certain way all the time. It's just so randomized, and I didn't agree with what the person was saying, if that's what they meant. I mean, one-on-one, you can kind of know what you're dealing with. People that are used to and skilled with their class tend to do better, especially if they have better gear. But when it comes to group tactics, you cannot say the game is easy. And this goes for all PvP. It's basically, in any MMO, you cannot say that, oh, PvP is easy, PvP is this or that. I think it's a little easier for people that join PvP centered guilds, and their focus is working together as a team and using like some kind of team speak, like, you know what I mean. Asking if he'll be back, so that Vela knew him. Kind of thought that they came together, so kind of thought that they were friends outside the game. See that oftentimes. But yeah, my point is that your tranquilizer's finally back. You can't say that any MO or any PvP is easy, because it's not. And if you really to understand what I'm talking about, I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, I PvP'd in the arena a little bit when it first came out in World of Warcraft back in, say, 2000, what was it, 2007, 2008. That was godly painful. I think we fought 10 fights and won one of them. One or two might have been close, but the others were they just dominated us. That was a guild thing that we did too. We weren't completely serious about it, but there were people cheating. It was well known that people would cheat. They would have one group would set up, I don't know if they're alts or whatever, but they would go in with the intention to lose when it's early in the morning, because at that time it was only server based, unlike what they later on probably did with arenas, that you just fight everyone from all the other servers. They'll just bring you into one place. But he won't be back because he's having computer problems. Okay, so we lost our druid. Tranquilizer is back, so he can start pulling. But as for my train of thought, where the heck was I? Yeah, PvP is, you cannot say it's easy at all, because the arena, like I said, was brutal in World of Warcraft. But if you keep on doing it, it gets a little easier, especially as your group gets better PvP gear and you get used to the tactics and stuff like that. It will come. You just have to go through a painful period. But that's not the case when it's mass PvP combat. When it's mass PvP combat, especially the rules in Warhammer Online, where you can literally heal. One healer could actually heal more damage. I think that they healed too much damage, by the way. There was a group, and I forget the name, guild. They were definitely the toughest on the server. Definitely the toughest on the server. And they were brutal. They were brutal bastards. They must have been using some kind of team speak, and so coordinated. They almost moved like they were controlled by one mind. And you were lucky because you can form war bands and you can have groups. So a group was what, 5 people or 6? I forget. It's been a few years. I think it was 5 people. And war bands are groups of 6 groups, so you would have 30 people. Yeah, that sounds about right. 30 people in a warband. And this one guild, if they had 2 groups, quite often they had 1 group, sometimes they had 2 groups. They were so coordinated. Well, you just couldn't touch them. They would be able to literally get in there. They would wade right into a whole warband or 2 warbands and kill a whole bunch of people. And just the way that they would move together, like they would pull back, heal and pull back, heal and pull back, and kill people. Of course, they had some of the best gear that you could possibly have. Their wizards, the equivalent of their wizards, are just nasty, brutal, bright wizards. I made a point of killing those guys every time I saw them. And yeah, when they were around, I don't ever really remember seeing them go down. They may have gone down a few times, but they made it a bloody nightmare when they were out. Yeah, and it's because their coordination was so damn good, and their gear was good. They're all top, pretty much the top in the server for kills and everything. And I forget the name. I think one of the last servers left from Warhammer Online was the Badlands, and there may have been a European server, but this is pre-Badlands. So after I left, they may have put it into one server. There was a European server, Badlands, and there was another server. Okay, that's what it was, another North American server. When my original role-playing server merged, it got merged with Badlands, I believe. or no, people had the choice of where to go. So I think my guild went to Badlands. This other guild, I was so happy that they went to the other North American server. Made everyone's life miserable on that server, but I have to hand it to them. They knew their stuff well, and that takes a lot of training and dedication. And we weren't using anything like for our guild. The point of the game is PvP, so everyone basically would be PvPing. My guild, just because we are a role-playing game guild, we didn't use TeamSpeak or anything like that. So, but I noticed that when we would go together as, say, a group of 5 to one of the scenarios, which is like a Battlegrounds equivalent, and it's basically like 2 groups versus 2 groups. Excuse me. When we cooperated and worked together, even though it was typing, we still tended to do way better. And when we had Sorry, I got cut off there, ran out of space. Way too many other videos saved up. And yeah, I was just saying we did way better as a group, even when just typing. You know, when you're planning things out, who's going to do what, who's going to heal, and or who's going to stay by who, and yeah, it just worked way better. And that's just with typing, so you can imagine on TeamSpeak or Vent or whatever you're using. Is it Mumble? Oh, is this Snickle Fritz butt soup? Well, I have to pull. Yeah, I don't want to pull. Do you want this other monkey's level 35? Whoever has leader, he's by me. Trank is leader now. I gave it to him. So, yeah, I'll call the video here, guys. Thanks for watching. And have a good one.